Good morning, dear students. This is your teacher Neelam Hilawat, and today we'll start with a new chapter, that is the microbial world. Microbial world means the different microorganisms. Isn't it, students? See, if you collect a small amount of pond water, have you seen a pond, dear students? Or stagnant water? Yes. So if you take some quantity of pond water or a drop of pond water on the slide and we observe it under microscope, we will observe that it contains lot of small microorganisms, tiny organisms. Okay, right? And these tiny organisms we'll be talking about today. Right? Okay, as I told you that if you observe them, they are very small, tiny organisms. Okay, and living organisms, if you look around yourself in the nature, living organisms, they show variety of shapes and size. You can look into the picture. See, they have different shapes and different sizes, isn't it? Apart from this, in nature, if you look, there are small organisms. There are big elephants. There is a blue whale, which is known as the largest animal, isn't it? There are small ants, there are small termites. So, variety of organisms can be seen. But there are certain organisms, very tiny organisms, that we cannot see with our naked eyes. Okay, and these tiny organisms, they can be only seen with the help of a microscope. Okay, dear students? जब हम देखते हैं कि हमारे आसपास छोटे से बड़े ऑर्गेनिजम्स मिलते हैं, लेकिन बहुत ऑर्गेनिजम्स ऐसे होते हैं जो हम अपनी आँखों से नहीं देख सकते हैं, एंड सच ऑर्गेनिजम्स वी कैन ओनली सी विद द हेल्प ऑफ माइक्रोस्कोप, एंड दीज ऑर्गेनिजम्स दे आर कॉल्ड एज माइक्रोब्स. एंड व्हेन वी स्टडी अबाउट देम, देयर इज अ स्पेसिफिक साइंस which basically study about the microorganisms, and that science is called as microbiology. Okay, what do we call that science? Microbiology. And such scientists, they are called as microbiologists. What do we call them, dear students? Microbiologists. Okay, so when we study about the microbes, we are basically talking about the science. We are basically dealing with this branch of science which is called as microbiology, and such scientists, they will be called as microbiologists. Now coming to the characteristic of organisms. Like how can I identify a microorganism? When I cannot see them with my naked eyes, they are too small that I cannot see them. Then how would I identify them? What are the certain characteristics, certain features? So the first feature is that they can survive in extreme conditions. Okay, they can survive in extreme conditions. Extreme condition means they can survive in heat, they can survive in extreme cold, where even we, the human beings, cannot survive. Okay, so such conditions. Now question comes, how do they survive in these conditions? Right? What special characteristic they have? So these organisms, they have a hard covering over their body, and that hard covering is called as cyst. What is the hard covering called? Yes, the hard covering is called as cyst. And this cyst protects them from the extreme conditions. And that is the reason they can live in the harsh conditions, they can live in the extreme conditions. Third, we can observe that they may occur as a single cell, or they may occur in groups. Okay, microorganisms, they may be present as a single cell, or they may occur in clusters called groups. Right? Or we can say they occur in colonies. Rather than calling clusters, we can also use the term colonies. So they may form colonies. And very special feature, dear students, which is most interesting for us, is that these microorganisms, they may be beneficial for us or harmful. Beneficial means they may be useful to us. Okay, the microorganisms, they may be useful to us or they may be harmful. Harmful means they may cause certain diseases in us. Okay, so they may be useful or they may harm us. I hope everybody has understood. Okay, let's come to the next topic. Where are microorganisms found? Dear students, as I told you, microorganisms are very tiny. Okay, and the very special characteristic is they can live in every part of the earth. They can be present everywhere. They can be present in the rocks. They may be present in the soil, right? Okay. अर्थ के सरफेस पर रॉक्स में भी हो सकते हैं, वो सॉइल में भी हो सकते हैं, एयर में भी प्रेजेंट हो सकते हैं. दे मे प्रेजेंट इन द वाटर ऑल्सो. सो दे मे बी प्रेजेंट एवरीवेयर. दे कैन ऑल्सो बी प्रेजेंट इन द हॉट स्प्रिंग्स वेयर द टेम्परेचर इज़ वेरी वेरी हाई. हॉट स्प्रिंग्स जहाँ पर पानी बहुत गर्म होता है, बॉइलिंग हॉट स्प्रिंग्स होते हैं बेटे. दे कैन बी फाउंड इवन देयर. दे मे बी फाउंड इन द ग्लेशियर्स, frozen glaciers where a lot of ice is there. They can also be found in the deserts where there is lot of heat is there, lot of temperature is there, where there is scarcity of water is there. And they may also be found in the deep sea, in the salty water. Even they may be found in your schools. They may be found in your homes, in the kitchen. And most interestingly, the mobile phones to which we are glued nowadays, they may be present on the touchpad of your mobile phones. They may be present on the piece of a bread. They may be present on the log of wood. Okay, and they can even be present in a volcanic eruption. Right? So that is why I am saying that they are present in every part of the world. Everywhere these microorganisms are found, isn't it? So they are very, very important. And we must study about them, isn't it? I hope you understood this. Okay. So let's come to your homework for today. So you will read the page numbers 21 and 22 very, very carefully because I have taken your content from there. And secondly, you will make notes of this topic. And if there is any doubt, anything you want to know, you can call me or send your queries to my number. Okay, everyone? Okay, so that's all for today. Bye, everyone.